or not?
I think that, you know something, I'm really tired of that conversation. I
I
don't think it was.
Are you tired of talking to it about?
No, I've been seeing it coming all the time. It's not. I don't think it was a sending off. And again, I'll go with the fact that if we're going to go by the letter of the law, the ball was moving. I can't just say the ball was moving. That's not the letter of the law. We're not. That's not consistent because if we're doing
the letter of the law.
If we're doing letter,
he knows that one.
No, but no.
Order!
No, I'm jumping on that simply because.
Law.
No, I'm jumping on that simply because that's what. You know what really me off about it is the way Kavanagh kind of strolled up to him and said, "You gave me no choice." He did have a choice because. Sorry. He did have a choice because the people upstairs should have said to him, "Actually, you know what? It couldn't have been restarted simply because the ball was moving." So and he whacked him.
He didn't whack
him.
Alrighty. Is it fair to say it wasn't sending off in your opinion?
In my opinion, it wasn't sending off.
Sending off.
And of course, we start at the Emirates, where a second-half goal from João Pedro saw Brighton come from behind to draw 1-1 with Arsenal after Declan Rice was sent off. This should be fun, chaps. Gareth, starting with you, give the case for the red card.
Yeah, isn't it? I think that Veltman knows what he's doing. To start with, he's kicked the ball away, Declan Rice, right? By the letter of the law, that's a booking. Veltman knows he's on a booking because he was the one he challenged about 10 minutes earlier to get his first yellow card. You know, I think he knows exactly what he's doing. We both played the game, and the one thing we will agree on, me and Jamie, is that when somebody's on a yellow, you almost target them and try and get them sent off. But I can understand what Jamie's saying.
I think it's harsh. I think it's really harsh.
But it is a sending off for me.
I don't think it's a sending off. I have to say I don't. I think the ball's moving. Veltman knows exactly what he's doing. You know, he's literally tapped it, Declan Rice. I don't even know if he knows if Veltman's really there. You know, I just think it's a harsh decision.
Does it matter, Jamie, though, that if it's a couple of inches or if it's 20 yards, you still kick the ball?
Yeah, it kind of does. Do you know what I mean? Like, where's the common sense in football has just completely gone out of the game. You know, like, he's not wasting time
I
there,
agree
really,
with that.
is he? You know, he's not really wasting time. And at the end of the day, like, I don't even think that's a foul.
But if you have a watch,
Veltman knows exactly what he's doing. Ball's still moving.
That little kick there.
Veltman says post-match he's looking at Danny Welbeck.
Oh, do me a favour.
Post-match, after he's seen all the screen and that.
He's not trying to play that ball quick. He knows exactly what he's doing.
It's not classic Brighton, is it? Long ball into the channel.
No, and he knows exactly what he's doing, Veltman, and he sucks Declan Rice in. And look, Declan Rice. If Declan Rice picks the ball up,
if he don't kick it though, Jamie, it doesn't go off.
Come on, it's right next to his foot. He's not kicking it against the boardings, is he? He's not kicking it into the stand.
He's kicked it off the pitch, though.
Oh,
kicked it off the pitch.
He's tapped it.
He's tapped it.
And for me, like that, I think it's a really harsh decision on Declan Rice. And
I agree it's harsh, but I think Veltman has been clever, and I think he's instigated it. Now, whether he has or hasn't, only he'll know that. But I think that these when a player's on a yellow, you do your utmost to go, right, I'll spark something off here.
Would Chris Kavanagh be resting a little bit easier this morning, maybe, if it wasn't for the João Pedro incident in the same game? Mikel Arteta gobsmacked. He talked about inconsistency.
This wasn't a tap, was it? This was a strike.
Do you think he's got a point?
Well, I mean, he's got that completely wrong, the referee. I mean, it's the most obvious yellow card you're ever going to see. That is kicking the ball away, time wasting. You know, that is a booking. So for him to let him off and then give Declan Rice a sending off for his one, I mean, that is completely ridiculous.
What's the argument the referee's saying there?
There is no argument.
He doesn't know that it's...
Listen, there's no argument.
There's no justification now of the referee.
It's a booking. Yeah. He's got it wrong. It's
because that was in the first half, and because it wasn't deemed to be wasting time, and because maybe it's Declan Rice. Because, and I'm not, you know... I don't know. The
referee's jumped at the opportunity to send Declan Rice off in a moment where he thinks, oh, you know, look, the spotlight's on me. I'm going to do the letter of the law. But I'm going to give this.
Yeah, but I'm going to send him off for that. Letter of the law.
Come on, that is an absolute. Personally, I think it's a disgrace.
Arsenal have been hit with a major injury worry ahead of their North London derby clash against Tottenham, with Riccardo Calafiori picking up a problem while on international duty. The summer signing joined up with his Italy teammates this week and was named in the starting lineup for the UEFA Nations League clash against France on Friday night. He impressed with his performance, but in worrying scenes for Arsenal fans was forced to leave the pitch in the 70th minute of the game with what looked like an injury. It is reported by journalists at the game that the problem looked to be with the defender's calf after a challenge with Ousmane Dembele. Arsenal will now face a nail-biting wait to see the extent of the injury. At the time Calafiori was forced off, Italy were winning 2-1 thanks to goals from Federico Di Marco and Davide Fratesi. Giacomo Raspadori added another 4 minutes later to put the result beyond doubt. If he is ruled out of the North London derby, it would be another major blow to Mikel Arteta's side. Arsenal will already be without midfielders Declan Rice and Mikel Merino through suspension and injury. The Gunners will also be without Takahiro Tomiyasu, and Gabriel Jesus and Kieran Tierney will be major doubts as they continue their recovery from injury.